Jamie kept her eyes on the cracked linoleum floor as she stepped through the noisy halls of Jefferson High. She'd been the new girl too many times to count, so she knew the routine. Head down, avoid eye contact, don't give them anything to notice. She clutched her old backpack tighter, the straps worn soft from years of moving place to place with her dad. They never stayed anywhere long. This small Ohio town was just another stop on the map. The cafeteria was worse than the hallway. Tables full of kids clustered into their usual cliques, athletes throwing fries at each other, popular girls leaning in close to share secrets, loners with earbuds tucked in. Jamie scanned the room for an empty spot. Her heartbeat quickened when she spotted one near the far corner, half hidden behind a vending machine. Perfect. She shuffled over, balancing her plastic tray of cheap pizza and milk. Just a few more steps. But then she felt it. A hush, then a voice dripping with fake sweetness. "Hey, new girl, where you running off to?" Tyler Brooks. She'd already heard his name in whispers by her locker. Star basketball player, rich parents, smug grin he wore like a crown. He didn't move out of her way when she tried to pass. Behind him, his friends Rick and Chase snickered like backup dancers. Jamie shifted her tray to one hand and tried to slip around Tyler. His foot shot out, blocking her path. The tray jolted, her milk carton toppled, splashing white across her pizza and jeans. A gasp from nearby tables, laughter too. She heard it all but kept her eyes on her ruined lunch. Slowly, she set the tray on the table behind her, ignoring the warm drip soaking through her pants. "Oops," Tyler said, wide grin spreading. He leaned in, his voice a fake whisper. "Better watch your step here, new girl. This is our table. We don't like strangers sitting here, do we, boys?" Rick and Chase chimed in with forced yas, punching each other's arms like toddlers. Jamie's fingers twitched. She could feel the anger crawling up her throat, but she pushed it down. Dad always said, "Pick your moments." Not yet. She turned to leave, but Tyler wasn't done. He hooked his finger into her backpack strap, tugging her back. "What, too good to talk to us? Think you're better than us?" Jamie's eyes met his for the first time. Steady, quiet. For half a second, Tyler flinched. There was something in that look that didn't match the shy girl vibe he expected. He let go, but not all the way. His grin slipped for a heartbeat before snapping back into place. "Careful, new girl," he sneered, brushing off his Letterman jacket like her presence was dirt. "This is my school. Don't forget it." Jamie didn't answer. She just grabbed her bag, milk dripping down her sleeve, and walked to the far end of the room. Whispers followed her, but she blocked them out. She'd been here before. Bullies like Tyler always laughed first. They never saw what was coming. Next, Jamie didn't sleep much that night. She lay awake, staring at the cracked ceiling of their tiny apartment, listening to her dad's soft snoring from the other room. She replayed Tyler's grin in her head like a loop, his mocking words, the milk soaking through her jeans, the snickers behind her back. But she also remembered the tiny flicker in his eyes when she'd stared him down. Fear. Just for a second. That was enough. The next morning, Jamie got up early. She dressed in her plain jeans and hoodie, but slipped something extra into her pocket. A small metal pin shaped like a hawk. Her dad had given it to her when she joined her last school's debate club. "Your words can fly higher than they ever expect," he'd told her. When the lunch bell rang, Jamie didn't head for the corner by the vending machine. She went straight to Tyler's table, ignoring the heads that turned as she walked. Tyler sat at the center like a king, spinning his basketball on his finger. He didn't notice her at first. "Hey, new girl," Rick sneered. "Lose your way." Jamie planted her feet. "No," she said calmly. Her voice didn't shake. "I have something to say." Tyler's basketball slipped off his finger, bouncing away. He leaned back in his seat, fake casual. "Oh, the mouse squeaks. This'll be good." Jamie ignored him. She turned so everyone could hear. "Yesterday you tried to embarrass me, you did. But you also spilled your grades all over the hallway last week, didn't you, Tyler?" A hush. Tyler's smirk wavered. Rick and Chase looked confused. I heard you got caught cheating on your history final, and that your dad paid the principal to make it go away. Is that true? A murmur spread across the cafeteria. Jamie's words rang out clear and sharp. She could see phones coming out, kids recording. Tyler's face turned red. You think you run this place because you're big and loud, Jamie went on, her voice steady as stone. But everyone here is sick of you. So go ahead. Call me a nobody. But I'd rather be a nobody than a coward who cheats and hides behind Daddy's money. Tyler lunged to his feet, face twisted with rage. But he froze when he saw how many eyes were on him. Teachers at the edge of the lunchroom were watching too. Jamie didn't flinch as he stepped forward. You think you're tough? He hissed. Jamie just tilted her head. Do you? The laughter that followed didn't come from his friends. It came from the other tables, from kids who'd sat quiet for too long, from kids who'd wanted someone, anyone, to stand up. Tyler's shoulders slumped. He couldn't do a thing, not with everyone watching. Jamie turned her back on him and walked away, her heart pounding but her head high. She knew how this went. Bullies always laughed first, but this time they'd never laugh at her again.